Welcome back. Tonight, I'll be sharing 4 disturbing true catfish horror stories. These aren't awkward dating fails or funny misunderstandings. These are the kind of online encounters that start harmless and slowly turn into something terrifying. Stories about fake profiles, stolen photos, and people who weren't supposed to exist but somehow did. Lock your doors, put your phone face down, and think twice about who you trust online. Let's get into the first story.
Story 1. She was already inside my house. This happened in 2018, when I was 19 years old. At the time, I was living with my parents in a quiet suburban neighborhood while attending my first year of college. My parents both worked long hours, so most evenings I had the house to myself. It was normal for me, comfortable even. I never felt unsafe there, not once, until this happened. I met her on a dating app. Her name was Emily. Her profile didn't raise any red flags. She had about 6 photos, selfies taken in a mirror, one picture with 2 friends at what looked like a cafe, and another outdoors in daylight. Nothing overly edited, nothing provocative, just normal. We matched late one night around 11:40 p.m. and she messaged first. "Hey." That simple. We started talking and immediately the conversation felt easy. Too easy. She laughed at everything I said, shared the same interests, same music taste, same sense of humor. It felt like talking to someone who already knew me. One thing stood out though. She replied instantly, no matter the time, no matter the question. I'd put my phone down, walk away, come back 5 minutes later, and there would already be a response waiting. At first, I liked it. It made me feel wanted. Over the next few days, she started asking more personal questions. What time do you usually get home? Do you have your own room? Are your parents strict? Do you ever stay home alone? I didn't think much of it. Looking back, every question was a piece of a puzzle she was quietly assembling. After about 2 weeks of nonstop messaging, she suggested we meet in person. She said, "I don't really like public places. They make me anxious." She asked if we could hang out at my house instead. I hesitated. Then I made the worst decision of my life. I told her my parents were going to a work party that Friday night and wouldn't be home until late. She replied with a heart emoji and said, "Perfect." Friday came. By 8:30 p.m., my parents had left. The house felt unusually quiet. I cleaned the living room, turned on some music, and checked my phone. No messages from Emily. By 9:15, I texted her, asking if she was still coming. No response. At 9:47 p.m., my phone buzzed. "I'm already here." I laughed out loud. I assumed she meant she was in town or nearby. I replied, "No, you're not." 3 dots appeared, then disappeared. A few seconds later, another message came through. "Check your living room window." My smile faded instantly. I slowly walked down the hallway. Every step felt heavier than the last. The TV was on, casting a pale blue glow across the room. I could see the window from a distance, and standing outside it was a woman. She was close enough that her breath was fogging the glass. She looked exactly like her photos. Same hair, same face. She raised her hand and waved. I didn't remember unlocking the door. I don't remember inviting her inside. But somehow, a few minutes later, she was standing in my living room. Up close, things felt wrong. Her smile stayed too long. She barely blinked. And when she spoke, her voice didn't match what I'd imagined at all. It was flatter, colder. She kept calling me Alex. That's not my name. I corrected her once, then twice. The third time, she stopped smiling completely. She stared at me for a long moment and then said quietly, "I go by a lot of names. That's when panic hit me. I told her I wasn't feeling well and asked to leave. She tilted her head like she didn't understand. Then she asked me something that made my blood run cold. "Do your parents usually park in the garage or the driveway?" I backed away. I opened the front door and told her to get out. She didn't resist. She just smiled again and said, "I'll see you again." The moment she stepped outside, I slammed the door and locked it. I called the police with shaking hands. Later that night, officers told me the photos she used weren't hers. They belonged to a woman who had been reported missing in another state over a year earlier. They never found Emily. And sometimes, late at night, I still get notifications from that same dating app, from a profile with no photos. Just a single message. "You didn't say goodbye." Story 2. He knew when I was sleeping. This happened in late 2020, right in the middle of lockdown. At the time, my sleep schedule was completely destroyed. I'd stay awake until sunrise, scrolling endlessly on my phone, then sleep through most of the day. I was exhausted, anxious, and constantly alone. That's what pushed me to join an online community for people with insomnia. It was a private forum, not very big. People shared sleep tips, vented about nightmares, and talked during the hours when the rest of the world was quiet. That's where I met him. His username was Ryan_91. His profile picture was strange, a black and white photo of a man standing sideways, his face mostly hidden in shadow. No other photos, no bio. But he was active, very active. He replied to one of my posts about waking up at 3 a.m. every night with the same feeling of dread. "Same," he wrote. "It's always 3-something, like my body knows." We started messaging privately after that. Ryan was calm, soft-spoken. He typed in full sentences, never rushed. Talking to him felt grounding. He said he'd struggled with insomnia his whole life, that night conversations were the only thing that kept him sane. Soon, we were talking every night. Always late, always after midnight. At first, our conversations were harmless. Sleep habits, childhood fears, dreams. He asked what my room looked like when I couldn't sleep. I told him, white walls, desk by the window, small lamp I usually left on. One night, he replied, "You should turn the lamp off sometimes. It keeps your mind awake." I didn't remember telling him I left it on. I brushed it off. Over the next few weeks, his messages started getting specific. "You fall asleep on your side, don't you? You wake up when cars pass. You hate complete silence." I joked about him being psychic. He replied with a smiley face. Then, one night, around 2:58 a.m., he sent a message that made my stomach tighten. "You're not asleep yet." I typed back, "Obviously, I'm texting you." 3 dots appeared. Then his reply came. "No, I mean, you were trying to sleep. You just rolled over." I sat up in bed. I hadn't mentioned that. I didn't respond. A minute passed. Then another message. "You left your window unlocked tonight." My heart started racing. I got out of bed and checked. The window was unlocked. I locked it immediately and told myself he was guessing. Just coincidence. People say creepy things online all the time. But then he sent another message. "You just locked it." I didn't reply. I blocked him instantly. I turned my phone face down and sat there in the dark, listening to my own breathing. I barely slept that night. The next morning, I tried to convince myself I'd imagined it. Stress, lack of sleep, paranoia. Until I checked my phone. There was a message request from a new account. No profile picture, no name. Just one message. "Blocking me doesn't change anything."
I deleted the app. That evening, when it started getting dark, I noticed something outside my bedroom window. Footprints. Muddy, uneven footprints pressed into the ground beneath the glass, too big to be mine, leading from the fence straight to my window. The police said there was nothing they could do. No cameras nearby, no witnesses. That night, I slept with every light on. Around 3:07 a.m., my phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. You sleep better when the lights are off. I changed my number the next day, but even now, every time I wake up in the middle of the night, I still feel like someone knows I'm awake before I do.
Story 3. The profile that used my photos. This happened in 2021, during my second year of university. I wasn't even actively dating at the time. I had deleted most of my social media and only kept Instagram for school stuff and friends. That's why what happened next made absolutely no sense. One night, around 12:20 a.m., I got a DM from a girl I didn't recognize. Her message was simple. Why are you pretending to be me? I assumed it was a joke or a scam. I ignored it. A few minutes later, another message came through. I'm serious. Stop. I opened her profile. She looked normal, real. Her account was private, but her profile picture showed a girl about my age, dark hair, neutral background. Nothing creepy, no red flags. Confused, I replied, I think you have the wrong person. She immediately sent a screenshot. My stomach dropped. It was a dating app profile with my photos. Not similar photos, not stolen from somewhere else photos, my exact photos. Pictures I recognized instantly. A selfie in my bedroom mirror, a photo my friend took of me at a coffee shop, even one I had deleted months ago. The name on the profile wasn't mine, it was hers. She messaged again, "You've been talking to people as me." I told her I had no idea what she was talking about. I sent her screenshots of my phone, proving I wasn't even using that app. She paused. Then she sent something worse. Screenshots of conversations, messages written in my style, my phrases, my jokes, stuff I'd actually say. One message read, I like night drives. Makes me feel like I'm disappearing. That's something I had tweeted once, years ago. I felt sick. I asked her how long this profile had been active. She replied, almost 3 months. Then she sent one last screenshot, a chat where I had sent my location. It was my neighborhood. Close. Too close. I stopped responding and locked my account, changed passwords, told myself it was just someone stealing photos. That happens all the time. But then, around 3 a.m., my phone buzzed again. Different app, unknown account. You shouldn't ignore people who know you. My heart started racing. Another message followed immediately. I liked your blue hoodie better than the black one. I was wearing a blue hoodie earlier that evening. I typed back, "Who are you?" The response came slowly. "One of the people you pretended to be." I blocked the account. The next day, I reported the fake profile. The app took it down within hours. I felt relieved, like the nightmare was over. That night, I got an email notification. Your account has been successfully created from the same dating app, using my email address. I hadn't signed up. I reset the password and logged in. There were dozens of conversations already active, people responding to messages I never sent. Some were angry, some were confused. One message stood out. You told me to wait outside. My chest tightened. Outside where? Before I could reply, another message appeared. I'm here. I shut my laptop and went to my window. The street was quiet, empty, but on the sidewalk, directly across from my house, someone was standing still, looking up, phone screen glowing in their hand. I stepped back slowly, heart pounding. My phone buzzed one last time. You don't look like your pictures in the dark. I called the police. By the time they arrived, the person was gone. The fake profiles stopped after that. No more messages, no more emails. But sometimes when I search my name online, I still find accounts that aren't mine, using my face, living a life I never chose, talking to people I've never met. And I can't help but wonder, how many of them think they're talking to me right now?
Story 4. You never matched with me. This happened in 2022, and out of all the stories I'm about to tell you, this is the one that still doesn't make sense to me. I wasn't new to dating apps. I'd been using them on and off for years, usually deleting them after a few weeks out of boredom. I knew about fake profiles, bots, and scammers. I thought I was careful. That's why this caught me completely off guard. One night, around 1:10 a.m., I got a message notification from a dating app I had installed just a few days earlier. The message said, "Wow, so you're just going to pretend you don't remember me?" I frowned. I didn't recognize the name or the profile picture. It was a woman named Laura, mid-20s, verified profile, normal photos, nothing suspicious. I replied, "Sorry, I think you've got the wrong person." She answered almost immediately, "No, you definitely remember me." I opened her profile and checked my match list. We weren't matched. There was no chat history. Nothing. I told her that. Her reply came slower this time. "That's weird, because we talked for weeks." I asked her where. She sent screenshots. My stomach dropped. They were screenshots of conversations between me and her. Long conversations, personal conversations, late-night messages, inside jokes, compliments, arguments, apologies. The messages sounded exactly like me. Same sarcasm, same spelling mistakes, same phrases I used all the time. One message read, "I don't sleep much. Nights feel safer." I had said that before, not to her, but to someone else, a long time ago. I told her the screenshots weren't real, that someone must be using my photos. She replied, "You sent voice messages." That made my hands go cold. I asked her to send one. She hesitated for a few seconds, then sent an audio clip. I pressed play. It was my voice, not distorted, not AI sounding, my actual voice, saying her name, saying things I had never consciously recorded. I felt dizzy. I told her I was done with the conversation and blocked her. I deleted the app immediately after. I sat in the dark trying to calm my breathing, telling myself there had to be a rational explanation. Maybe someone hacked old recordings. Maybe it was a prank. Maybe I was overreacting. 2 days passed. Then on the third night, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. "You shouldn't have blocked me." My heart started pounding. I didn't reply. Another message came in. "You're nicer when you don't remember." I typed back, "Who is this?" The typing bubble appeared, disappeared, appeared again. Then the reply,
You talk to me every night. I felt sick. I asked what they meant. Several seconds passed. Then, you don't remember because you're asleep. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I checked my phone's health data, out of desperation. Sleep tracking, audio detection, anything. That's when I noticed something I'd never paid attention to before. My phone had recorded audio events during the night, almost every night. Short clips labeled audio detected. I pressed play on one. It was quiet at first. Then my voice, low, tired, whispering, saying someone's name, saying things like, "Don't tell me that. Stop asking. I don't want to know." I felt like I was listening to a stranger wearing my body. I turned off sleep tracking, disabled microphone access, changed passwords, factory reset my phone. The messages stopped. For a while. Months later, I was cleaning out my email inbox when I found something that made...
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And remember, not everyone online is who they say they are. Sometimes they're already closer than you think.